nation. Each and every week, he is showing the country why he is one of the best bats in the nation. I'll keep you posted if he's able to keep up this productivity and the Heisman talk gets louder and louder today. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Pryor. Oh, he's got some space. The 40, the 30, the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Florida.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
And he made the extra point without problem. And with that kickoff going out of bounds, they will get great field position to start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here's a give to Frazier. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. These two first met back in 1915, and for much of their histories, they've been sleeping giants. But man, when they wake up, do they wake up?
Well, two programs, obviously, with a lot of history and a lot of great players in the past, but I feel like because of the recent success of both Georgia and Florida in the last couple of decades, this is a game every year that everybody, not just in the SEC, but I think around the country, have circled because of what this game means.
Well, and it's so cool when you're a fan and you've played in this game like me and Jesse both have. You can go back to a singular moment like Run, Lindsey, Run in 1980, which was a 3rd and long on their own 7 that they converted Georgia to go on to win a national title. Big games decided by big moments that live forever.
Back to throw, it's Stockton. Here's a heat. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And the QB leaves the pocket and he scrambles out and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football. But the relentless chase, I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. He's chasing by the defense.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Tight end now in motion. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Quarterback making checks. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Jones to throw. Dances away. He'll pull it down and run. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Really nice job by the defense that time. Third down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up fourth down, and you don't see the defense sprinting out the three.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Needs it to keep this drive alive. He's running free down the middle. He's at the 40. At the 20. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida.
And that's a problem for the defense. On fourth down like that, you've got all those bodies close to the line of scrimmage. If one guy's out of the gap or one guy misses a tackle, it could be a home run, and that's exactly what happened.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it with a 74-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out. It's Phillips. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27.
And that's a nice run by the running back. I tell you what, man, these rivalry games, a lot of times they're decided by who can run the football, who can exert their will, be more physical, because there's so much emotion that goes into it. And going back to last year, like this game was so close, so tight. So what's going to be the difference? A lot of times, man, it's the physicality and the run game.
Well, it feels like each and every year when you talk Georgia and their ability running the football, they are about as deep at that position in running back as anybody in college football. You look to last year, David, it felt like every game there was 5 or 6 guys. It was Nate Frazier and 4 other dudes all getting it done. They recruit so well at that position. They bring in fresh bodies. They wear defenses down. We expect that to be the same thing this year.
They do, but I tell you what, man, the highlighter to me, the top guy is Nate Frazier. And them keeping him this offseason, there was a lot of people that were trying to make him a very rich man. And I'm not saying he's not a rich man at Georgia, but, like, he is the superstar. He's got great feet. You saw him take next steps after his freshman year. And this guy really has dynamic quickness. He explodes.
Upstairs to make the catch. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
Yeah, I think if you're on offense right now, you're thinking, I don't know if our defense can stop them. They couldn't do it the last drive out. We're down a lot on the scoreboard right now, so we need to score touchdowns every time we have the ball. That was a big play for them, but they got to cap this thing off.
Handoff for Frazier. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
The back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks. How about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. And the Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. From the red zone, it's Frazier. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
And I'm not surprised with the run, and I'm not going to be surprised if they run it again, right? This offense now set up. They put a drive together, 1st and goal. Who can be more physical? The line of scrimmage is critically important in the field.
And he charges across the line. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. There he goes. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds. He's over 150 yards on the ground. Powerful running from him, and the Gators have a long list of guys who've done that, led by the great Emmitt Smith.
Unbelievable list. And you can go Ernest Graham, you can go Fred Taylor, you can go back as far as you want. Guys, you gave them the ball, great things happen. They could run you over, they could run around you. So they're going to continue to feature this guy because he's a lot like those greats.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Jones wants to throw it. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Oh my gosh, how do you drop that throw? My guy is wide open. That had 6 written all over it.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Might be changing the route. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Really nice 3rd down sub defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
Absolutely perfect. There is a flag. The play. Now, if this is on the defense, it might not change that much. Offense has already made the long field goal. And the offense will be grateful for the benevolence of the special teams to give them a fresh set of downs in the red zone. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Touchdown, Gators! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Final play of the quarter coming. To the air, it's Stockton. Looking long. Leaping grab for a big gain. They finally get him on the ground, and that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the 2nd quarter. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. As we take a look at the stats, things a little one-sided so far. First play of the period, 1st down here. Wants to go right back downfield. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And man, that is a huge play for the defense because they had to stop the bleeding. On the very last play, they gave up an explosive one, and all of a sudden it feels like the defense is on their heels. But what a great job in an individual effort, winning up front, getting around the block, and getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play.
Got a man. It's Frazier. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Bring in the heat. Complete in the middle. Turning it on. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Here's a give to Frazier. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
A little bit inside, a little bit outside. Nice job. Hey, keep them guessing, right? You run it up the middle to keep them honest. Now toss it on the perimeter. Make them set the edge on the outside with their defensive ends. They don't do a good job here. Nice positive gain. Now let's go get 7.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They give it to him again. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
On 3rd down, here's Frazier. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Bulldogs kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll run with Nate Frazier. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, looking for the score. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Georgia! Big-time touchdown there to get some much-needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who are you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. The run inside. It's Pryor. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Both of you guys played in this rivalry. Jesse, what's your most impactful memory?
My senior year, 1st and 1 from the goal line, and the Bulldogs had Marcus Stroud and Richard Seymour, 2 first-round picks at D-tackle. Coach Spurrier called Red Snoopy, which was a quarterback sneak. I didn't get it. He called it again on 2nd down. I didn't get it. Called it again on 3rd down. I didn't get it. On 4th down, he subbed our running back. He came in the huddle and says, Red Snoopy, jump over the top, idiot. And we scored a touchdown.
That is great. That is phenomenal.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Jones to throw. Moving out to the right. He's going to run it. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. And the Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. Off play action. action. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He hurls one deep down the left side. And he's got it for a big play. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Gator!
Well, you got to give the quarterback a lot of credit on that one, David. As soon as he recognized man coverage, there was no question where he was going to be looking. One of the fastest wide receivers in the game.
I was about to say, you credit the quarterback. It's his speed. You play him man-to-man, he gets open, he wins. I'm not sure why we're crediting the quarterback. He's got jets.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Now they've got breathing room, got 6 all the way out to the 20. The Dogs want to move quickly.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Under fire! And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Chance to build a little momentum here by converting this 3rd down from deep in your own territory. Running inside, it's Frazier. He now has 84 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
Looking down the middle. Finds a man on the right. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. The Dogs have had a long history of scrappy and efficient quarterbacks. Add a little star power to it, and you've got something working.
You definitely get a little extra something. We see it all across college football. You find that dude at the quarterback spot, it takes you from good to great, and you've seen that with Georgia over the last several seasons.
Handoff for Frazier. Makes it past the marker. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
Listen, his team's obviously down in this game, but it's not his fault. I mean, this guy showed up to play. He's been churning out big play after big play. Already over 100 yards rushing in this game. He's carrying his weight. He needs his buddies around him now to pick up the slack a little bit and help get this team back in the game.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And the Dogs are facing 3rd and inches. Going to the run, it's Frazier. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Dogs!
Well, I think the coaching staff and fans knew that this guy was going to play a big role in this offense this year, but I don't know if anyone expected him to have this kind of season statistically, guys. That's his 20th rushing touchdown on the season.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Jones wants to throw it. Finds the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
Trying to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play. Clock is stopped. Florida has called a timeout at second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. From the gun on third down. Here's the pressure. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
And I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
The Gators will punt it away on fourth down. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Hauls it in at the 25. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? He wants to start this drive with a pass. He'll pull it down. That play won't make the highlight reel except in the coaches' meetings as he works his way to the 39. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Second down, he'll throw it. Trying to escape and get it himself. At the 40, there he goes. Slides, avoids the punishment, and picks up the first down. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye, that full Gator head. Let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
Guys, week 9, kind of a week where we separate the pretenders from the contenders here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's begin with a look at Virginia taking on the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. And it's the Cavaliers engaging in some real trench warfare today. Inches are hard to come by, let alone first downs. A tight tactical game where just about anything could happen.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense.
Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside Conference USA.
He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him one.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Dropping back, it's Stockton. The screen, and watch out. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Facing a third down and short from the 26. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
And it's not a surprise so far in how this game is unfolding. Like, they're going to continue to feature this dude. Like, third downs, get him the football. Shoot, first downs, you're going to get him the football. Had a good start to this football game, and I expect we're going to continue to hear his name over and over.
Caught, and he's got room. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And the Bulldogs have their whole playbook open here on second and inches. Maybe some room here. Inside and he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bulldog!
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. Now they'll try to answer that score with one of their own and regain the lead here in the third. Breaks into the open. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Law again. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Jones to throw. Fires to the middle. Pulls it in. It's Mays. Open space at the 25. Makes the catch, and he's free. Touchdown, Florida. They look finished, but they're all the way back, and they have the lead.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
And the extra point splits the uprights. They're up 35-28. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cover the final 54 yards with the explosive play in the passing game for 6. Coming out with it, it's Phillips. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Oh, he's got a chance. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
Hey, how about it? How about the old toss play, right? QB catches the ball, tosses it to the running back. Listen, it's got to be thrown out in front of him so he can continue to run, and then that offensive line has to do a really good job of getting the edge so he can get north and south. You used to see that play a ton back in the day. You just don't see much of it anymore.
And he won't make it to the marker, stonewalled for the second straight play.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
Georgia sent out the punt team. This will be they snap it to the up end. He'll try to run for it. They'll stop him short, and they had it sniffed out from the beginning.
Well, that play's going to backfire in their face. They obviously thought they had the look necessary to go and execute that fake punt, but the defense, they were expecting it.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They just saw their lead cut in half, and now they'll try to answer. Jones wants to throw it. Quarterback extends the play. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism. He showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
The Gators can really attack on this second and short. Trying to run, it's Pryor. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. They really need to convert this 3rd and 1 to capitalize on that great field position. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside of wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. These receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? They'll move the tight end. The offense changing the play. Pulls it on the option. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And they have increased the degree of difficulty with the false start. It is 3rd and goal. Jones to throw. Finds his big tight end. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score.
And after that completion, it's decision time now for the head coach. Do you kick a field goal, add to your lead, and make it more difficult on the opposing offense, or do you trust your quarterback to make one more big completion here and ice the game?
And they're going to try this on 4th down. They need a full 5 yards to get it into the end zone, but they'll go for it on 4th down. And they can't make the connection on 4th down, and they'll turn it over.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down. And I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations. And you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time. So you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run.
Could be an alley. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
And man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the bill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense, because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Plucks it out of the air. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. He'll take that completion.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw at Stockton. Fires toward the target. He's got it. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Man, that's a really fun toy to have. When you can go 5 wide and use your running back, man, and make them have to cover him with a bigger body. A guy that he's faster than, but a guy that can now run routes. And you see these running backs, man, they've developed so well.
Oh, he's got some space. An explosive run, and he gets it all the way up to the 50-yard line before going out of bounds.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
They'll run it on the counter. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, putting in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Trying to get behind the defense. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
You know, I feel for this offense, if they're going to get back in the game, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it with chunk plays. They're going to have to be methodical and generate some first downs and march down the field.
There's a reason you drag the record books to the recycle bin in a rivalry game. Upsets, and we've got one looming. Fires to the middle. Can't make the grab in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down. Doesn't convert this time.
And the defense is kind of smiling about that one, right? The receiver got a chance, got open, had a chance to make a play, but man, you don't see it very often, but just lose concentration, and that is a big 3rd down stop for this defense on that drop pass.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Not really a huge decision there. You don't want to give up the football at this juncture of the game, and they're able to keep the drive going.
You know, the head coach here obviously feels like punts and field goals are not going to get him back in it, so put this one on your quarterback, trusting him to go out and execute and give your team a chance to win.
Clock stops momentarily as there is an injured Bulldog on the play. You just hope this isn't serious. He's run himself right into the Heisman Trophy race at this point in the season. If you can't win it all, you might as well try to ruin things for your rival, and that's exactly what we've got working here. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football. Look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play. Nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
Trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Phillips. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Defense in press coverage. To the air, it's Stockton. Under fire. Touchdown Bulldogs! The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
And a little pressure, no problem. The extra point ties the game here in the fourth. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complimentary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
The clock has stopped for the timeout, and we have reached the final 2 minutes in this one. 6-yard pickup on first down, leaves them with 2nd and 4. Rides to the back. Oh, better look out! And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Jones wants to throw it. Shakes off the defender. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you can tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back open in the middle. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
A lot of times late in games, you see this by defenses. They're going to drop back, and they're going to take away all the deep stuff, try to take away all the passing lanes. Nice job getting to your running back, letting him get positive yards, and then let's get up to the ball quickly.
They'll try to get it through the air. He lobs one high down the left side. Got it in stride at the 15. Touchdown, Florida! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead. The Gators answer right back.
Man, what a great job with the execution in a moment where you had to have it. You score the touchdown, you take the lead. There's less than a minute to go in this game. All your defense has to do now is get a stop and you win.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Phillips. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. To the air on first down. Out of the backfield, he's open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
Man, the clock is not our friend right now. The first down stops it. That is great. We got to...
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. He's got it way down the field. The Bulldogs using their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Stockton. Makes the grab. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. The Bulldogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. looking to fire. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. The corners are walked up tight. The offense will use a timeout with 25 seconds left. And they are looking to pull even with a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. The snap sets up to throw. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Bulldog! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. The Bulldogs answer right back with a score of their own.
And in this situation now, if you're on offense, what do? Do you kick the extra point, tie it, and hope for overtime? Or are you aggressive? Do you decide to go for 2 right here and see if you can take the lead with just seconds left in the game?
It's incomplete, and the try for 2 and the attempt to take the lead does not work in the final seconds. The clock is at 20 seconds left to play. They'll line up for an onside kick to try to pull it out. They're on it, and they get it back for another try.
And how about that? That is why you practice onside kicks all season long, for this exact moment. They're able to execute it, they retain possession, and now a field goal puts them ahead late.
They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Wants to throw. It's Stockton. Makes the catch. Makes the grab in their space. And wisely gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They got the first down, now in plus territory and a chance to save themselves.
Well, that didn't take long. I mean, they started off this drive with great field position, and that's critical for this football team because of the players they have offensively. If you can get them the ball back at that area of the field, it takes one play, like what you just saw, and all of a sudden, they're knocking on the door now in the red zone looking for 6.
The run inside. It's Phillips. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. A huge pressurized kick coming right now as this game hangs in the balance. And he's lined up perfectly. He'll need to kick it right down the boulevard for the win. And he got it! A huge field goal, and they've taken the lead in the waning seconds.
Big-time moment. This place going bananas, cheering for their squad, cheering for this guy to miss the kick so he can't take the lead, but he delivers in the clutch, and this place just got really quiet.
This will be the last play of the game and the last chance they have maybe to win it at the gun. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the right. Got his man. It's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Another chapter of this rivalry in the books, and this one goes to the Dogs, who hunted down and took out the Gators. That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.